Nope. Alright, now westliche Weizen. Time for some Western confessionals. Testimonials have to be told because rulers have a stranglehold on us. And not just our gold like new tea parties like to remind us of. I love the greed, you fuckers, with your health care and education should be earned, not free. That was Ron Paul yesterday on the telly. Well, you don't know shit, Ron Paul. You small-minded rich bitch. I had to switch you off, and now I'm back from off topic. Pick the good one, too. Well, a sad one, really. How else can you explain the czars, counts, khans, sovereigns, body count? Without an ounce of empathy, history reveals true natures. Native and indigenous peoples not viewed as equals to the whites, who practice might is right attitudes on those with everything to lose. Natural foods and health, the wealth from traditions passed on by generations, information that can't be recorded in scrolls or books, the information you took, Spaniards and Portuguese, as the continent shook with Catholic philosophies, wiping out the Mayas, Aztecs, Tainos, and the Bahamas and Antilles that you killed with smallpox purposely. The pigs and rapists with draped crucifixes forgot their wives back in the Dark Ages, so they forced assimilation on nations and bred from within their wickedness. Blissfully ignorant, we either choose to forget or never get taught about the havoc they wrought on millions of people, good people, minus a human sacrifice or two. Oh, and what did the whiter Europeans do? Damage. So much I won't manage to spit about all of it on just a few pages. The wrecks of the ages. Armenians are apparently nobody's business but the Turks. Shirk responsibility for genocide. Hide behind manufactured histories. Does this piss off just me? The Kurds are 2nd or 10th class citizens in 3 or 4 lands, more probably, and probably some of the nicest people I've ever met, and goddamn can they cook and bake bread. Instead of mustard gas attacks, why not encourage their culture and self-worth? Not worth it, I guess, and I have to guess a lot, because real info on matters that matter is not served on silver platters. You have to dig deep for that. Conquistador hat. Pointy, but missing the points of Jewish Jesus of Nazareth's message. And the Jews in Europe saw evidence of that for 2,000 years. Prejudices, blamed for pestilences, driven from city walls, burned and murdered. But hey, if you needed a doctor, you knew who to call on, because the Jews in Europe and abroad always taught their children well. And well, the feeble-minded Central European was often jealous of their talents. That if you loved your kids a little more and showed them some attention, would make more than honorable mentions in the annals of time. War crimes committed last century against the Hebrews, still in the news for their severity. Clearly, though, history is written by winners, and the Brits in India, and what they did to the Aboriginal population in Australia, interrace nuptials, trying to wipe out one of the oldest members of the human race, kept pace with other, more visible atrocities everywhere. Everywhere else they dropped anchor, made bank for the Queen. In China, chasing opium, dragon-tailed dreams, cream of the crop and destruction. Or have we forgotten the potato famine? Ireland had 9 million island inhabitants when the English harvest failed miserably. So instead of misery for the masses, for their masses, they grasped at the Irish labor fruitage. Due to this, 3 million Irish died, and 3 million fled to New York City, London, Liverpool, Boston, Chicago, and Manchester. And the next time the population rose above 4 million was in 2004 while I lived there. Due to the influx of Poles there to lend building power, the Poles too have had their dark hours. Century of harsh yokes, German, Prussian, Russian, and it is no wonder that so many of them drink to the point of muddled think, but always with a wink in their eyes, like Ukrainian comrades in iron rule, crushing weight, school, well-educated. The Chinese, the Persians, the Romans, all trampled the lowly, wholly for their own welfare. We'll see how well they fare when the tables, the lopsided tables are turned. Bridges and cities burn. As the world turns, seething anger churns. Those yearning for change, time to get organized. As I sit and wait for the orange line, I see the exit sign for Franzosengraben, French trade, and their politics, much of Africa, Asia, and the Americas enslaved. So sleep tight in your coffins. Hope your corpses are coughing the cough of oppressors with cancer caused by cancerous actions, murderous actions, chain reactions that lead to even worse dictators who had learned from their usurped masters, fine wines and cheeses, but please don't pretend your vest is white. French Revolution, beacon of democratic light, right. But not much changed, just an even shorter leader. Felt cheated by fate, so his bark became a roar. Bit off more war than he could chew, too many fronts like the Austro-German cunt. Don't fuck with the Russians in the winter. Winter, a time for trails of tears. America, you pay dearly for the pain and suffering you've doled out, on the most part, peaceful farmers, hunter-gatherers. I gather these crimes still don't matter to you. Slavery too big of a topic for the end of this page, so what can we do to get through to you? If you won't hear us, then you'll learn to fear us in our more than justified rage. Engage you on your front. I won't front. You'll beat us with a blunt cup you wield, but that won't yield desired results. Also won't make us yield. Feel the track. Put your cheek up to it. Place a penny on the metal if need be. See, this is your death train, taking you to your death camp. People will be championed. The wicked fools will befuddle, excommunicate, behead. Believe it, bleed it, and beat it.